A very good morning to you all. I'm at Holywell Beach. It's a beautiful day in May. It's absolutely stunning. And I'm just walking up through the dunes to try and find some sea pinks. My favourite patch of sea pinks. I've got no idea at the moment whether they're in flower or not. So it's a case of just going and look and find out. Morning.
Morning.
This is a bit scary. I'm right close to the cliff edge. The sea pinks I normally photograph are over there and they're not out yet. I was slightly early. So I'm going to try and get as close as I can to these ones down here. But I can't get too close because otherwise I'll have the sun behind me and it'll shade the sea pinks. So I think this is going to have to be a quick grab and go kind of shot. Yeah, that'll do. Oh, it's good to get away from there. What am I playing at? Mum, if you're watching this, I'm sorry I did it. Well, it's great to get away from that cliff edge. So I've come to another cliff edge now. Not quite as precarious, luckily. So I don't feel like this is going to collapse on me. But this is not the money shot, because the money shot is the one with Carter's Rocks or Gull Rocks. They're such beautiful shape. But this is still pretty nice. So I've got these pinks on the bottom right of my frame. So I'm going to take one shot focused on them and then one shot focused on the distance. And then that should be enough for a focus stack to be able to combine these two. I found another precarious composition. There was a jackdaw down there looking up at me thinking, what the hell's he doing right so close to the edge? And I must admit, I'm asking myself the same question, but these pinks here are they're in peak now, which is really early. And they're a nice deep pink as well, because some of them are very subtle, soft pink. These are a much deeper pink, so I've got to get them. So the problem I've got is I'm at the, if you've watched my channel before, you know that I'm a two lens person. So I've got a 20 to 70 and then I've got a gap and then I've got 100 to 400, and it's never been a problem. And even now it's not really a problem, because although I'm at the limit now, I'm at 20mm, I should really bought my 17mm lens, but I don't like carrying three lenses around. So I really need something like about 17mm. So, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, because there's hardly any sky in this at all. So I'm just going to take one shot exposed for the sea pinks there, and then keeping the horizon straight, I'm just going to lift the camera up to get a lot more sky in. Focus on the distance, which is just the beach really. And then later on I'll just combine those two images in Photoshop. It's dead easy. It means you end up, instead of having a 3:2 format, you end up with a 4:3, but not my favourite ratio, 4:3. I used to have a medium format phase 1 camera which was 4:3, and although it's good for portrait shots, for landscapes I prefer the width of a 3:2 or even a 16:9. If they made a 16:9 camera, I'd probably buy it. Anyway, enough wittering on. I'm by the edge. Right, I'll make sure I've got this shot in the bag and then move on to somewhere safer this time, hopefully. People down at the beach are looking up at me as if to say, what the hell's he doing? What an idiot. Probably am. I'll be quiet for a minute and hopefully you can hear the skylarks singing. So as you can see, I'm around the other side of Holywell Bay now, and my sea pinks that I normally take pictures of aren't even out yet here. In fact, I can't even find them, but I've had a good look around the edge. Can't see anything. But never mind, it's all good research, isn't it? And photography is often about just hard work. You know, I'm lugging 2 tripods, not a very heavy bag, I admit, but you know, it's not easy, but that's what makes a good photographer, isn't it? Work hard at your craft. So the sun's kind of directly behind the camera at the moment, so it's not ideal here anyway. But I'll show you a shot I did from here at the sunset, I think it was last year. Because it's a nice shot and it's such a great location. I just love it here. So I've moved on from Holywell Bay. It was great this morning, but I didn't get a really good picture, so at least I'm prepared for the sea pinks being at their best, which is in about a week. So I've come down to Wheal Coats now, which is a great location. It's only about 8 miles from my house, so I love coming here. This is probably the nearest, most beautiful place to my house. And luckily there's some nice pinks out in front of my camera down here. Yes, you can see them if I put my head down. The camera follows my head, this video camera. So you can see where the pinks are, and they're probably about 1 foot from the front of the lens. I've got my focal length at 24mm, and I'm going to do a focus stack. So I'm going to focus once on the pinks, once on the midground there, and then once to make sure I've got the engine house nice and sharp. Now, notice that my camera is fairly level, because if you're too close to the engine house and you start pointing your camera up, you're going to get such bad distortion. The same if you're pointing it down, but that rarely happens. So you've got to keep your camera level in these sort of situations if it's at all possible. So I've set my tripod up carefully. The light's good. So I'll take those shots and work my magic in Photoshop later on and show you that image now. I just found these sea pinks on a bank. It's a slightly awkward composition, but it's not actually possible to put my tripod up where I want it. So I've not had much success with this in the past, but I'm going to try it now. So this is going to be a handheld focus stack of either 2 or 3 images. I'll focus in 3 points and get pretty close to these pinks here. If I go down, you can see where they are. I'm going to get, you know, probably about 6 inches away from these sea pinks. And yeah, it's unusual. I'm not sure whether it's going to work. But it is extreme depth of field if I can do it. I just got to wait for a lull in the breeze as well, because obviously if the plants are moving, you find it really hard to stack them all the 3 exposures together, because the flowers will be in different places on each part of the image. So it's a bit of fun, and I'll show you how it comes out in a minute. So one focus there on the Sea Pinks. Try and remember that where that is. Now this is the important part, one on the edge of the Sea Pinks, so that the transition between the pinks and the further away background is not so bad. And now one focus on the engine house itself, which is called Toenroth Engine House. Well, I'm either going to show you that image now and you'll know that it's been all right, or I'm going to forget all about it. It's not my favourite side of the engine house, but I have sold pictures of this side of the engine house before. I'm shocked at how warm it is. Quite often I park up there at Wheelcoats car park and I think, oh, it's quite warm. And then by the time you get down to the coast, it's flipping windy and freezing. But tonight it's just so still, it's beautiful. I've worn too many clothes, so off come the layers. So many good memories of this place. My wife and I used to come here all the time, and her ashes, God rest her soul, are in the sea over there. Yeah, she died 2 years ago of a brain tumour, sadly. I don't half miss her. I mean, she was the love of my life, my best friend. I really miss her, but I can still come to this place and still find it beautiful because I can remember us being here. So I definitely don't feel sad today. It's such a beautiful day. I don't know what you think, but I believe that we all reincarnate as humans once we've reached the human level of evolution. So I know that she's somewhere else now on this earth as a 2-year-old girl or boy, probably. So I feel assured by that belief. And I keep sending her my love because although it sounds a bit daft to you if you're an atheist, I believe in what Meher Baba said, which is that love knows no separation. So I keep sending her my love, and if she's a 2-year-old girl, maybe she somehow feels it. It feels good for me doing it anyway, so, you know, I think being in that kind of loving space and being grateful and thankful and just puts you into your heart more than into your, gets you out of here, puts you in there. That's the important place. Some dog walker just heard all of that, probably thinks I'm a nutcase. Not far wrong. Hey, thanks a lot for watching my videos. I really appreciate it. It's great to be able to express myself. Thanks to everyone who comments and anyone who subscribes or likes my videos. I really appreciate it. Thanks again for watching. Until next time, bye.